Welcome back to our channel, my dear friends. What if the next 90 days could completely change your direction? Not by disappearing from your family or running away from life, but by disappearing from distractions, excuses, unnecessary drama, and wasted time. For 90 days, stop trying to impress everyone. Work quietly, train your body, improve your mind, build your skills, focus on your biggest goal. Let people wonder what you are doing. You do not need to announce your transformation. Let your results introduce the new you. Your life will not change because 90 days passed. It will change because of what you did with those 90 days. So let's begin. Lesson 1. Remove the noise and focus on yourself. For the next 90 days, you do not need to disappear from the world. You need to disappear from the things that keep stealing your attention. Unnecessary scrolling, constant notifications, gossip, drama, comparison, arguments that change nothing, trying to know what everyone else is doing. These small distractions may look harmless, but together they can take hours from your day. And those hours could be building your future. Think about your phone. You open it to check one message, then you see a video. You watch it. Another video appears, then another. 20 minutes become an hour. You close your phone and think, where did my time go? Now imagine repeating this every day for 90 days. That is a huge amount of time. But imagine using even part of that time differently. Reading, exercising, learning English, building a business, practicing a skill, working on your career, creating something. After 90 days, you could be in a very different place. Your attention is one of your most valuable resources. Stop giving it away for free. This 90-day journey begins by deciding what deserves your attention. Ask yourself, what is actually important in my life right now? Maybe you want to become healthier. Maybe you want to improve your career. Maybe you want to learn a valuable skill. Maybe you want to become more disciplined. Maybe you have a dream you have been delaying for years. Choose your main direction. You do not need 10 big goals. Too many goals can create confusion. Pick a few things that would genuinely improve your life. Then give them your best energy. For example, your 90-day focus might be simple. Improve your health. Build one useful skill. Work seriously on your biggest goal. Protect your mental peace. That is enough. You do not need to rebuild every part of your life at once. Focus creates power. Think about sunlight. When sunlight is spread everywhere, it feels warm. But when light is focused through a magnifying glass, it becomes much stronger. Your attention works in a similar way. When your energy goes in 20 directions, progress becomes slow. When you focus it, things begin moving. This also means learning to say no. For these 90 days, every invitation does not need your yes. Every message does not need an immediate reply. Every argument does not need your opinion. Every trend does not need your attention. You are not being rude. You are protecting something important, your future. Suppose you plan to study for an hour. Then a friend calls and asks you to spend the evening doing nothing important. You can go if you truly want to. But before saying yes automatically, ask, which choice supports the person I am trying to become? Sometimes discipline is simply choosing your long-term goal over short-term entertainment. You should also reduce comparison. If you spend these 90 days constantly watching other people's progress, you may forget to build your own. Someone is earning more. Someone looks fitter. Someone has a bigger house. Someone has more followers. Someone seems further ahead. Let them be ahead. Their progress does not stop yours. Your job is not to catch everyone. Your job is to improve yourself. Compare yourself with the person you were yesterday. Are you using your time better? Are you becoming stronger? Are you learning? Are you keeping your promises? Are you moving closer to your goal? That is the comparison that matters. You also do not need to tell everyone about your 90-day plan. Sometimes, talking about a goal gives you the feeling that you have already done something. You tell everyone, I am changing my life. I am starting something big. I am going to become completely different. Then the excitement disappears. Instead, try working quietly. Let your routine speak. Wake up and do the work. Practice, learn, train, create, repeat. You do not need applause for every step. Private discipline can create public results. Imagine someone who decides to improve their English for 90 days. They do not announce it online. They simply practice speaking for 30 minutes every day. They listen carefully. They learn useful phrases. They read aloud. They make mistakes and correct them. After 90 days, they meet someone who has not spoken with them for a while. The person says, "Your English has improved." That is powerful. You did not have to tell them you were improving. They could hear the difference. That is the kind of transformation you want. Do not talk about becoming better. Become better. And remember, removing noise does not mean removing joy. You can still spend time with family, meet good friends, watch something you enjoy, rest, laugh, live your life. The goal is not to make yourself miserable for 90 days. The goal is to stop giving your best hours to things that give you nothing meaningful in return. There is a big difference between rest and distraction. Rest gives your energy back. Distraction often takes your time and leaves you feeling empty. Learn the difference. At the end of each day, ask yourself, did my attention go toward the life I want or away from it? You will not have a perfect answer every day. Some days will be messy. That is okay. Return tomorrow. This journey is not about perfection. It is about direction. For the next 90 days, become more careful about what enters your mind, what takes your time, and what receives your energy. Because when the noise becomes quieter, something important becomes louder. Your own goals. You do not need to disappear from life. Disappear from what keeps you away from the life you want. Remove the noise, protect your attention, and give yourself 90 focused days to discover what you are capable of. And before we start Lesson 2, please like this video because your one like gives me motivation to create more helpful videos for you. Lesson 2. Build a routine. You can follow for 90 days. Motivation may help you start your 90-day journey. But motivation will not stay with you every morning. Some days, you will wake up feeling excited. You will exercise. You will work hard. You will follow your plan perfectly. But other days, you will feel tired. You may feel lazy. Your phone may look more interesting than your work. And your mind will say, I can skip today. I will start again tomorrow. This is why you need something stronger than motivation. You need a simple routine. A routine tells you what to do even when you do not feel like doing it. Do not create a schedule that looks impressive but is impossible to follow. You do not need to wake up at 4 a.m., exercise for 2 hours, read 3 books, meditate for an hour, work all day, and sleep perfectly. That may sound powerful in a motivational video. But if you quit after 4 days, it does not help you. The best routine is not the hardest routine. It is the one you can continue. Start with a few important habits. Maybe your morning begins with getting up at a regular time. Drink water. Move your body. Avoid your phone for the first 30 minutes. Decide what important work needs to be done. Then begin your day. Your routine does not need 20 steps. Keep it simple. For example, if health is one of your goals, choose a realistic workout schedule. If improving English is your goal, choose a regular practice time. If you want to build a business, protect a certain amount of time for focused work. If you want to read more, read a few pages every evening. Give your important habits a place in your day. When you know when you will do something, it becomes easier to begin. Instead of saying, "I will practice English sometime today," say, "I will practice English for 30 minutes after breakfast." Instead of, "I will exercise later," say, "I will train at 6 p.m." Clear plans reduce excuses. You should also decide what your minimum effort will be on difficult days. Suppose your normal plan is to exercise for 45 minutes. One day, you are extremely busy. Instead of doing nothing, maybe you walk for 15 minutes. Suppose you normally read 20 pages. On a difficult day, read 5. Suppose you normally practice a skill for an hour. If you cannot do that, practice for 15 minutes. Why? Because sometimes protecting the habit is more important than having a perfect session. A small action keeps the connection between you and your goal alive. Think about a chain. Every day you follow your habit, you add another link. Your goal is to keep building the chain. But if you miss one day, do not panic. Life happens. You may become sick. Something unexpected may come up. You may simply have a terrible day. One missed day does not destroy your 90-day journey. The real danger is thinking, "I already failed, so there's no point continuing." No, you missed one day. Return the next day. Never turn one bad day into a bad week. You also need to make your environment support your routine. If you want to work without distractions, keep your phone away. If you want to exercise in the morning, prepare your clothes at night. If you want to read before bed, keep your book beside you. If you want to eat better, make useful choices easier to reach. Do not depend on willpower for every decision. Make the right action easier. Another helpful habit is planning tomorrow before today ends. Take 5 minutes in the evening. Write down the most important things you need to do tomorrow. Not 15 tasks. Choose a few. When you wake up, you already have direction. You do not waste the first hour deciding what to do. And remember to include rest. You're trying to improve your life, not punish yourself. Sleep properly. Give your body recovery. Spend some time with people you care about. Take breaks when you need them. A routine that destroys your energy will not last 90 days. Discipline should make your life stronger, not make you hate your life. Imagine two people beginning the same 90-day challenge. The first person creates an extreme plan. For 1 week, they do everything perfectly. Then they become exhausted. They miss 2 days. They feel guilty. Soon, they quit. The second person creates a simpler routine. Their plan does not look as impressive, but they can follow it. Some days are excellent. Some are average. A few are difficult. But they keep returning. After 90 days, who has changed more? Usually, the person who stayed consistent. That is the lesson. You do not win by having the most exciting first week. You win by still doing the work in week 12. Your 90-day transformation will be built through ordinary days. Getting up when you said you would, completing the work, practicing the skill, taking care of your body, keeping promises to yourself, then waking up and doing it again. These actions may feel small while you are doing them, but repeated for 90 days, they can create something powerful. Do not try to become a completely different person overnight. Build a simple routine, follow it as consistently as you can, and let your daily actions slowly create the person you want to become. 90 days can pass with or without progress. Make your days count. Lesson 3. Work quietly and stop looking for approval. When you decide to change your life, you may feel excited. You want to tell everyone, I am starting a new routine. I am going to get fit. I am learning a new skill. I have a big plan. I am going to change my life in 90 days. Talking about your goals can feel good. People may encourage you. They may praise your plan. You feel successful before you have actually done the work. But remember, you do not need to announce every move you make. For the next 90 days, try something different. Work quietly. Let your energy go into action instead of explanation. If you want a stronger body, train. If you want better English, practice. If you want to build a business, work on it. If you want better grades, study. If you want to become more confident, do things that challenge you. You do not need everyone to know. Your goal needs your effort more than it needs other people's attention. Sometimes we tell people about our plans because we want approval. We want someone to say, that is amazing. You are going to do great. I am proud of you. Encouragement feels good. There's nothing wrong with receiving support. But you should not need applause before you can take action, because there will be days when nobody notices you. Nobody will ask how your goal is going. Nobody will celebrate your small improvement. Nobody may understand why you are working so hard. Can you continue anyway? That is where real discipline begins. Learn to become proud of the work even when nobody is watching. Imagine waking up early and practicing a skill for an hour. Nobody sees it. You do the same thing tomorrow. And the next day. Weeks pass. There is no applause. But something is happening. You are improving. Your knowledge is growing. Your confidence is becoming stronger. Your future is quietly changing. This is the kind of progress that matters. You should also stop asking everyone what they think about your dream. Advice can be useful. If someone has experience in the area you are working on, listen carefully. But there is a difference between asking for useful advice and constantly asking for permission. What do you think? Do you think I can do it? Do you think this is a good idea? Do you think I am good enough? If you ask enough people, eventually someone will doubt you. Then their doubt may become your doubt. Not everyone will understand your goal, and they do not have to. Your dream does not need a vote from everyone around you. Be responsible. Learn. Prepare. Take good advice. Then make your decision and work. For these 90 days, try to reduce the need to prove yourself. Maybe someone thinks you are lazy. You do not need to argue. Improve your habits. Someone thinks you cannot become successful. You do not need a long speech. Build your skills. Someone laughs at your goal. You do not need to fight. Keep moving. Sometimes the best answer is not an argument. It is a result. Think about a student who decides to improve their grades. Instead of telling everyone, this year I am going to become the best student, they simply change their routine. They study regularly. They ask questions. They practice difficult topics. They reduce distractions. After a few months, their marks improve. They did not need to convince anyone. Their work created evidence. That is powerful. The same applies to your personal growth. Do not keep saying, "I am becoming disciplined." Show yourself by following your routine. Do not say, "I am changing." Change your behavior. Do not say, "I am serious about my future." Give your future serious effort. Become what you keep saying you want to become. Working quietly also protects you from unnecessary pressure. When you tell 20 people about a big goal, you may start thinking about how your progress looks to them. Now, you are not only trying to improve, you are trying to look successful while improving. That can make the journey heavier. Keep some goals private. Give yourself space to learn. Make mistakes without feeling like you have to explain them. Change your plan when necessary. Grow without turning every step into a performance. And remember, working quietly does not mean refusing all support. You may need a teacher, a coach, a friend, a family member, a mentor. The right support can make your journey easier. The point is not to isolate yourself. The point is to stop depending on constant attention and approval. There is a big difference. Get help when you need it, but learn to do the work when nobody is cheering. During these 90 days, you may also notice that some people do not understand why you are less available. You may spend less time online. You may say no to unnecessary plans. You may focus more on your work. You do not need to become rude or disappear from people who care about you. Simply know your priorities. You can say, "I am focusing on something important right now." That is enough. You do not owe everyone a full explanation of your personal goals. Use that energy to continue building. And when results finally begin appearing, stay humble. You do not need to say, "Look, I proved everyone wrong." You did not spend 90 days improving just to win an argument. You did it to build a better life. Let the improvement itself be enough. Imagine reaching the end of 90 days. Your body is stronger. Your mind is clearer. Your skill has improved. Your routine is better. Your confidence has grown. Maybe nobody saw every difficult morning that created those changes. But you know how many times you wanted to stop. You know how often you chose discipline over distraction. You know how much work happened when nobody was watching. That creates a special kind of confidence. You stop needing everyone to tell you that you are capable. You have evidence. You proved it to yourself. You do not need to tell the world that you are changing. Use your time to actually change. Work quietly, stay focused, and let your progress speak when the time is right. For the next 90 days, seek less attention and build more ability. You do not need applause while you are becoming stronger. Lesson 4. Train your body and strengthen your mind. If you want to transform yourself in 90 days, do not focus only on work and money. Take care of the person who has to build that future. You. Your body and mind work together. When your body feels stronger, you may have more energy to work. When you sleep properly, thinking becomes easier. When you take care of your mind, you can make better decisions. This is why your 90-day journey should include your health. You do not need to become an athlete. You do not need an extreme diet. You do not need to train for hours every day. Start with the basics. Move your body regularly. Walk, run, go to the gym, play a sport, stretch. Choose something you can continue. The goal is not to punish your body. The goal is to make it stronger. Exercise also teaches you something beyond fitness. It teaches you to do difficult things. Imagine you are working out and your mind says, "This is hard. Stop." But you safely complete what you planned. You leave knowing that you did something uncomfortable instead of running away from it. That lesson can follow you into other parts of life. When work becomes difficult, you stay a little longer. When learning feels frustrating, you try again. When progress is slow, you become more patient. Physical discipline can help build mental discipline. Your food matters too. You do not need to make eating complicated. Try to give your body useful food most of the time. Drink enough water. Eat regular meals. Pay attention to how different choices make you feel. You can still enjoy food. The goal is balance, not perfection. And never forget sleep. Some people try to become productive by sleeping less. They stay awake late, wake up early, and feel proud because they are working more hours. But being exhausted every day is not a sign of success. Your body needs recovery. A clear mind can often do better work than a tired mind sitting at a desk for hours. Rest is part of the work. Now think about your mental health during these 90 days. You are removing distractions and spending more time with yourself. At first, that may feel uncomfortable. When the noise becomes quieter, you may notice thoughts you are avoiding. Old worries, fear about your future, doubts about yourself. Do not immediately run back to your phone every time you feel uncomfortable. Learn to sit with yourself sometimes. Take a walk without constant entertainment. Write down what you are thinking. Talk to someone you trust when something is bothering you. Give yourself space to understand what is happening inside you. Mental strength does not mean never feeling sad, worried, or tired. It means learning how to respond to those feelings without allowing them to control every decision. There will be days during your 90-day journey when you feel low. Maybe your progress is slower than expected. Maybe something goes wrong. Maybe you simply wake up without energy. Do not immediately think, "My plan is failing." One difficult day is just one difficult day. Take care of yourself. Do what you reasonably can, then return. Strong people are not people who never struggle. They are people who know how to come back. You should also protect what enters your mind. If you spend hours consuming negative content, arguments, comparison, and bad news that you do not need, your mind carries that noise. Be more selective. Read something useful. Listen to something that teaches you. Spend time with people who encourage healthy growth. Give your mind better material. You cannot control every thought that appears, but you can control much of what you repeatedly feed your attention. Imagine two versions of yourself after 90 days. The first version spent most evenings scrolling late into the night. Sleep became worse. Energy became lower. Exercise was irregular. The mind stayed distracted. The second version made simple changes: regular movement, better sleep, more useful food, less unnecessary screen time, quiet moments, focused work. After 90 days, the difference may be much bigger than appearance. The second version may feel more energetic, clear, disciplined, and confident. That is the transformation you want. Do not only build a life that looks successful from the outside. Build yourself into someone strong enough to enjoy that life. And do not try to become perfect. You may miss a workout. You may eat something you did not plan. You may stay awake too late one night. That does not erase your progress. Return to your normal routine. Consistency matters more than one imperfect day. For these 90 days, treat your body like something valuable. Give it movement. Give it useful food. Give it water. Give it sleep. And treat your mind with the same care. Give it focus. Give it quiet. Give it useful information. Give it recovery. A powerful transformation is not only about what you achieve, it is also about who you become while achieving it. Build a stronger body. Create a calmer mind. Develop better discipline. Because when your body and mind begin working with you instead of against you, you become much harder to stop. Lesson 5. Build one skill that can change your future. If you truly want the next 90 days to matter, do not spend all your time only consuming information. Use some of that time to build a real skill. A skill is something nobody can simply hand to you. You develop it through learning, practice, mistakes, and repetition. Maybe you want to improve your English, learn video editing, become a better speaker, understand marketing, learn coding, improve your writing, become better at sales, learn how to manage money. Choose something that can make you more capable. Because motivation may make you feel powerful for a few minutes. A valuable skill can improve your life for years. Start by choosing one main skill. This is important. When people become excited about self-improvement, they sometimes try to learn everything. They begin one course today, another tomorrow. Then they watch videos about something completely different. After a month, they have touched 10 subjects but become good at none of them. For these 90 days, go deeper. Ask yourself, which skill would make the biggest difference in my life right now? Choose it. Then create a simple practice plan. Suppose you want to improve your English. Do not only watch English videos, speak, read aloud, learn useful phrases, listen carefully, have conversations, record your voice, notice your mistakes, correct them, then practice again. Maybe you practice for 30 minutes every day. 30 minutes does not sound huge, but over 90 days, that becomes 45 hours of focused practice. Imagine what 45 serious hours could do for one skill. And if you can give 1 hour a day, that becomes 90 hours. That is why daily practice matters. Small amounts of focused work become powerful when you repeat them. The same rule works for almost anything. If you want to become a better writer, write. If you want to become a better video editor, edit videos. If you want to become confident at speaking, speak. If you want to learn sales, practice communicating with real people. Do not spend your entire learning time watching someone else perform the skill. Information is useful, but eventually, you have to practice. Watching teaches you what to do. Practice teaches you how to do it. Your first attempts may be bad. That is normal. You may feel slow. You may make basic mistakes. You may look at someone experienced and think, I will never become that good. Do not compare your beginning with someone else's years of practice. They were beginners too. Your job is not to become an expert tomorrow. Your job is to become a little better than you were yesterday. And do not hide from your weaknesses. If pronunciation is your problem, practice pronunciation. If you struggle with confidence, create situations where you have to speak. If one part of your work is weak, spend extra time improving it. It is comfortable to keep practicing what you already do well. But growth often happens when you work on what is difficult. You should also create something with your skill. Do not only learn, produce. If you are learning writing, finish an article. If you are learning design, create a project. If you are learning video editing, complete a video. If you are improving English, record yourself speaking for 5 minutes. Create proof of your progress. At the beginning of your 90 days, save your first attempt. Then compare it with what you can do at day 30, day 60, day 90. You may be surprised by the difference. Progress can be difficult to notice when you see yourself every day. Looking back shows you how far you have come, and ask for feedback when possible. You cannot always see your own mistakes. A teacher, mentor, experienced friend, or someone who understands the skill may notice something you missed. Listen without becoming defensive. You do not need to follow every opinion. But useful feedback can save you months of repeating the same mistake. Learn, practice, get feedback, correct, practice again. That simple cycle can take you far. There will also be days when practice becomes boring. This is where most people stop. The beginning is exciting because everything feels new. Then repetition begins. You practice the same basic things again and again. But remember, boring practice is often where real ability is built. A great musician repeats. A great athlete repeats. A great speaker repeats. A skilled professional repeats. They become excellent because they stayed with the process after the excitement disappeared. Do the same. You do not need every practice session to feel amazing. You need it to happen. Imagine reaching day 90. You may not be a world-class expert. That is not the goal. But you can be far more capable than the person who started. Maybe you speak with more confidence. Maybe you can edit better videos. Maybe your writing is clearer. Maybe you understand business better. Maybe you have created work you are proud of. And most importantly, you have proved something to yourself. I can learn. I can improve. I can become better through practice. That belief can stay with you long after the 90 days are finished. So do not use these 3 months only to consume motivation. Build something that stays with you. Build knowledge. Build ability. Build experience. Build confidence through real practice. A skill can open doors that motivation alone cannot. Choose something valuable. Give it focused practice for 90 days and become more capable than you were when you started. Do not only disappear for 90 days. Use those 90 days to build a version of yourself that has something new to offer the world. Lesson 6. Finish the 90 days. Let your results speak. Starting is exciting. Finishing is different. On day 1, you may feel powerful. You have a new plan, a new routine, a clear goal. You tell yourself, for the next 90 days, I am going to change. But after a few weeks, the excitement may disappear. The routine becomes normal. Progress feels slow. Some days you may wonder, is this even working? This is the moment that matters most. Do not stop because the journey is no longer exciting. The real transformation often happens after the excitement is gone. Anyone can work hard for 3 days when they feel motivated. But can you continue on day 30, day 50, day 70? Can you keep your promise when nobody is watching? That is where you begin building real discipline. For these 90 days, stop expecting every day to be perfect. Some days will be excellent. You will complete everything. You will feel focused and strong. Other days will be difficult. You may wake up late, miss a workout, waste some time, make a mistake. Do not destroy the entire challenge because of one bad day. A bad day is not a failed journey. Return. If yesterday was terrible, make today better. If you missed your routine, begin again. If you became distracted, remove the distraction and continue. Your goal is not to create 90 perfect days. Your goal is to become someone who knows how to come back. You should also stop checking for results every day. Imagine planting a seed and digging it up every morning to see whether it is growing. You would destroy the process. Some changes need time. You may exercise for 2 weeks and see very little difference. You may practice English for a month and still make mistakes. You may work on your business without getting the results you expected. Do not immediately decide that nothing is happening. Your ability may be growing before the result becomes obvious. Keep watering the seed. Focus on the work you can control. Did you practice? Did you train? Did you learn? Did you complete your important work? Did you use your time better? If yes, continue. And when you reach day 90, do not only look at money, weight, followers, marks, or other numbers. Look at who you have become. Maybe you are more disciplined. Maybe you can focus longer. Maybe your body feels stronger. Maybe you speak with more confidence. Maybe you waste less time. Maybe you trust yourself more because you finally kept a promise for 3 months. Those changes matter. Sometimes, the person you build is more valuable than the result you reach. Imagine meeting yourself from 90 days ago. Would that person notice a difference? Would they see better habits? A clearer mind? A stronger body? A useful new skill? More confidence? Greater control over your time? That is the real question. Your transformation does not need to shock the internet. It needs to mean something to you. And remember why we called this journey Disappear for 90 Days. It was never about leaving everyone. It was never about becoming lonely. It was never about cutting yourself off from people who love you. It was about disappearing from distractions, from excuses, from unnecessary comparison, from constantly talking about what you are going to do. You disappeared from the noise so you could finally hear your own goals clearly. Then you worked, quietly, day after day. And when the 90 days are finished, you do not need to announce, "Look how much I changed." Let people notice naturally. Let your discipline show. Let your confidence show. Let your improved skills show. Let your work show. Let your results speak. But do not make day 90 the end. If these habits made your life better, keep them. You do not spend 3 months building discipline just to return to the habits that made you unhappy. Take what worked and make it part of your normal life. Maybe the 90 days were never the destination. Maybe they were training for the rest of your life. You do not need 90 days of perfection. You need 90 days of returning, learning, working, and refusing to quit because one day went wrong. Start quietly. Stay focused. Finish what you started. And when the 90 days are over, do not tell everyone how hard you worked. Let them see what the work created. My dear friends, 90 days can change a lot, but only if you change what you do with them. For the next 90 days, remove distractions, stop looking for approval, build a strong routine, take care of your body and mind, and improve one valuable skill. You do not need to tell everyone what you are doing. Work quietly. Stay disciplined. Keep showing up. Some days will be difficult. Some results will be slow. But do not quit. At the end of 90 days, come back stronger, wiser, more focused, and more confident. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. And always remember, disappear from the noise.